Good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? Hi, Kim. How you going? Lovely to see you. Hope all is well with you. My name's Suzie, and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. So, if you need any paper crafting products, my shop code is in the corner there. I did it again. One day I'll get it right. So you can just click on that with your camera. Hi Marlene, how you doing? Lovely to see you. So just click on the QR code and it will take me to my shop. So we have a special on at the moment, which is 15% off our new colours. So the new colours are, here's one. This is Secret Sea, which is my new black. So, Strawberry Slush is another one. I'm just getting down for what else have we got? Darling Duckling. I know I've got it somewhere. Here we go, Darling Duckling. I'm trying to think what the other one was. We had Cloud Cover, which I have. Hi Lynn, how are you going? Lovely to see you. All you lovely ladies. I miss you when I'm not on live. So as I say, we had 15% off the in colours. It's a great deal because it's anything that has the new colours in. So you've got your Cloud Cover, you've got your Secret Sea, you've got your Darling Duckling and the Strawberry Slush. So any of the papers, anything that has those colours in, whether it's paper or stamps, blends, anything that has got any of these colours in, you get 15% off. And the best thing is, if you're a distributor or demo, you will get another 20% off that, or 25%, whichever layer you're on. So you get that as well. So you could end up with 50% off. Can't tell me that's not a great deal. So, and that was one of the reasons I became a distributor too, because as you know, it gets expensive to keep buying products all the time. So even if you want to just be a hobby demonstrator, you don't have to do lives, you don't have to hold classes. That's totally up to you. You can just put your own orders in and get the percentage off, or if you have a friend, you can get them to buy from you too. So I'm going down to the desk now. I apologise if anybody got the 10:30 start. I was halfway through my voice things with the hospital, and I looked up and it said going live, and I thought, oh, no, I've done it for the wrong time. But I asked her to hold on while I changed it. So sorry about that. My apologies. I've got a squishy brain at the moment with all the moving, with all the stuff happening there. So I'm just going to go down to the desk now. Again, I will be flying. Okay, so again, I'm flying with by the seat of my pants because I have no idea what to do. But whatever we do, we can actually use these colours. I hope I didn't. Already pack them. There we have. Oh, there they are. Ooh, here we go. You can get the Stampin' blends in the cover colours. I don't think I've got any of the it's coming out all over the place. Secret C doesn't want to come out. So these are our colours in the Stampin' blends. So as I said, I had no idea what to do. And I cut out some papers. So I cut out our Blackberry Bliss for a card layer. So you know how I love my Blackberry Bliss. So I'm just going to make a nice crease on it with my bone folder. And then I've got a piece of strawberry slush to put on top of that. And that one I think I'm going to do a embossing powder on it. I did cut out this to go on the top, which I could do. But I was going to do this extraordinary flora. I haven't played with it. I know Lorraine did that Monday, Tuesday. But I just want to see how it works out. So I decided I would play with this today. So you're with me on the first time I'm using it. And here's the washi tape, which you've all seen. And you've got the two colours, you've got the pink and the purple. But you've all seen that. So I'm not going to do that today. That might be one for when I get the new setup in our new house. So we're going to play with this first for the, and I'm going to use our Secret C. Now, you know, with me, Secret C has become my black. So I love it, absolutely love it for using instead of black. So this is a really big stamp, right? So another way of for removing anything that's on the stamp, any excess that stayed there from the factory, this is what you can do with it, right? So my first mark, and I'm just going to go up and down it a couple of times. Now, apparently doing this with your first mark is just the same as smooshing it. Not yet, Kim. I'm in the middle of trying to move. So I haven't ordered anything yet from the new catalogue. Hi Sue, how you going? Lovely to see you. So no, Kim, unfortunately I've not. I won't get anything probably until towards the end of August. So I'm now going to put this on here. Make sure it's all on there, and this is a pretty big stamp, as I say. So I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to put it down and hope that it comes out. I'll give you a couple of minutes to get on the paper. So I'm overpacking already. There we go. Look at that. Gorgeous. So where's my stamp? So I'll give my stamp a clean, and I'm using my Stampin' scrub. I love this. Just a couple of squirts is all you need, and then clean your stamp. And this is quite a big stamp to clean, isn't it? And then dry it off. So this also conditions your stamps as well. So you can use the chamois. A lot of people like the chamois, but I actually like using my Stampin' scrub and the spray. So I'm just going to colour these in, and we'll just have a play with them. So you know this week is potluck. So I'm going to use Moody Morph. So only a little bit to cover in. So as I said in the beginning, if you got the notification at 10:30, I was in the middle of my voice speech therapy, and I looked up and I just nearly had a heart attack. So I just said to her, can she hold on a moment? So I changed it. So what's haven't yet Kim put in an order. Yeah, I prefer to have a copy, and when you go in and order, it will tell you to click on that to get your hardcover of the new catalogue that's coming out. So when you put your order in, you can get it. That's for demonstrators. So you kept all your old catalogues for inspiration. Wow, that's great. I kept the last catalogue, but only the annual one. I didn't keep the little catalogue. I find it's if you go on YouTube or Pinterest, you get a lot of ideas there. I took that, I didn't want that one. Another one here. So has anybody got anything picked out of the new catalogue, what you like? I think that one, the Aurora one, the paper is just stunning. That one will be on my list. But unfortunately, in the middle of a move, I don't have any spare cash floating around. So, yeah, I like the hard copy. You kept all your catalogues too, so. Oh, but I haven't got a copy of the old small catalogue. I've got the big one, but only last year's one and this year's one. And you know, if you get stuck for any ideas, you've got the sketches in all the catalogues. So you can go in and have a look at that and try something. And usually when you start off, you will then come up with things that it'll just take over naturally. So those sketches are a wonderful idea for starting off if you're stuck. So we pick the keys up tomorrow, or I pick the keys up. Hang on. Yeah, I look at Pinterest. Oh, you saw the lovely card using the Sunshine Sailing Bundle. Yeah, that's lovely. I had a friend of mine turned 80 this week. So I actually sent him the sailing one for his card for his 80th birthday. I should have put 80th on it, but I didn't. So they are a great source of resource for doing cards. I also mark what I have, what I've bought, and so I can look back on the catalogue and see what I've got. So I know Lorraine did this Monday and Tuesday, but I was at loss a moment. It was what to get, what to use. Most of my stuff's packed, as you know. So I've got to make my granddaughter, she's 21 next week, on the 9th, 3 more days. So we're all going in to get her personal plates. That's what she wants. So we're all going to go in and put together for her personal plates. And I was joking with her and I said, you do realise if you have personal plates, it's easier for the coppers to chase you and get you for speeding. Because she got a speeding ticket in her dad's car. And of course, Shane got the notification. Oh, come on. So he took the demerit points and she had to pay the fine. Oh, that one with the Aurora, that purple, and I can't remember what it's called. Whether it's called Aurora or something else, I'm not sure. I was going to do a flower green then. But had such pretty colours, and I am a purple and pink person. We haven't already noticed that I choose those colours probably quite a lot. So I'm just going in and colouring. This one is light old olive. And it doesn't matter if you leave bits of white in there either. So we'll cut this out and make a card with it. Oh, there doesn't look much difference between those two colours, do there? What's this one? Apple green. Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. King with the Northern Lights. I must use the same one. That paper looks absolutely stunning. I'm not really a Christmassy person. I did buy them last year and I was lucky if I used them once. So, and I only make about half a dozen cards to send. Happy you ladies got your cards the other day. So the ladies overseas will be waiting a little bit longer because that would take probably about 3 weeks to get to you. But you've all got a card. I put a card in the mail for everyone on our list. I love that paper too. That's the one I'm thinking of getting. It's the Northern Lights one. I'm just pulling this around from the other colours so it will blend. So when you drag it, you drag the deeper colour with you. Now, let's get all the leaves done. Yeah, we're going to be living on the edge for the next couple of weeks. I have to pay out everything for moving. Paul's got a friend who's got a trailer, so he's going to take all his stuff out of storage, which will probably fill the shed up. So the shed has its own power and water. I'm looking forward to playing with this a bit more once I get my new craft room set up. Oh, you've been colouring in, have you, Kim? It's quite relaxing colouring in, isn't it?
Paul Tilker.
Oh. You'll have to wait. That's my son. You should know by now what time I'm on live. Oh, probably doesn't realise I've gone an hour later. No, you just have to wait a bit. I was up half the night worrying about this move and how I'm going to get everything done. A heap of boxes, but I barely packed up everything. Okay, we've got a couple of flowers to do. Might do that big one. Real red. Yeah, so I was awake at 3 o'clock or something, and I heard Paul get up for work. I was just worried on how I'm going to get everything done. You know, when you wake up and it goes all through your mind, and then you can't sleep. So I actually slept in today till about 9:30. Woke up with a start because I had my appointment at 10 o'clock on video. And I'm not a morning person. Even as a kid, you like colouring in? Yeah, I find it very therapeutic too then. Well, that's me too. You know, I'm not perfect doing it. But I like doing it. I think that's a leaf. No, it's a flower now. I spent all yesterday packing up. No, we've only got these two to do. How's that? See, I think a daisy should be white. I'm actually going to leave that spike. There we go. Go all the way that way. Oops, got one that I can put the lid back on. And they dry out so quickly, so it's always good to have drawn on that one. Okay, so let's get going. We've done that. Clean stamp. Be careful when you take these big stamps off. I know I took one off one time and it actually ripped. So now what I do is I start at the top and just get all that and then just gently pull it off, roll it down, because if you stretch them too much, they will rip, these big ones. So I just gently roll them off. And then it stays in shape too. Where have I put it? I'll just put that there for now. So, as you probably know, it comes in one big die. So you've got a big, a large, I should say, a large stamp and a large die to cut it all out. So you just need to move it gently into place. And because it is so large, I'm going to put some tape on it. This tape is from the other day, so it shouldn't be too sticky. Okay. Oops. Poor Deeks, he knows something's going on, but he's not quite sure what. Incredible. I love flowers. That one's still there. I love flowers. I love seeing gardens full of flowers, but I'm not a gardener. I like other people's gardens when they have all flowers, but yeah, I can't stand getting dirt in my nails for a start, and I don't like coming across bugs. Okay, so there we go. That's all we've got. No, he doesn't know he's getting a big yard. He will be happy. He loves going out. And when I take him out for a walk, he never wants to come back in and growls at me. So, where's our... He doesn't like it. Okay, so this. So we'll put that back in there. I can't wait to experiment with this, like with the paper. So that's our saying. So I'm going to emboss this. And I'm going to use this beautiful new one, the Damascus designs. I just love this. They remind me of little faces. So we're going to use our strawberry slush. Now, if you see with this, they go up this way. You can do it the other way, but I think it's more this way. You know, as I say, they remind me of little faces. So we're going to put our paper in. Now, this is your front. I can move that down a bit and probably... Probably easier to do it this way. There we go. Now, I think it's only one like that. It's definitely not what it says on the instructions, so I found out. Now, don't let your embossing come back. There we go. Hasn't really done the top of the bottom very well. I still like using my big box here for all right. So this is going to go on there. And then I had my hands on it this morning. I'm going to use, oops, falling out. I'm so glad this is saying. I love this. The dies on it are absolutely fabulous. So we're going to do a couple of circles. I could do squares for something different. Everybody does circles, don't they? I was going to do this Peace on Earth one. It's one of the new ones. So I was going to do that. But I've actually, we could use these. I've actually packed the paper that goes with it. So I'd rather do that when I can get to the paper. So I'm going to cut a couple of these. So we'll leave that. I've got a pile of flowers. No. White cardstock. Does anybody else keep all their boxes when you buy something? Yes, it's one of my favourites too, Kim. I keep all my boxes for times like this when you're moving. So I have to go up in the top wardrobe and bring back down all my boxes. So I'm going to put tape on them. You know, the thing is with creating is if it doesn't work, you haven't lost anything. It's just a bit of paper. I use a minute for this. I mean, sometimes I might do a couple of things and then not like it and redo it again in another way. My job today will be finish off the crystal packing and the kitchen utensils that I'm not going to use, like baking trays and things like that. So that's my exciting day. Oh, I've got to go down to the shop and do some food. So see, we've got this beautiful shape by putting those two together. You keep boxes too? Yeah, flatten them. No, I mean boxes like products come in. So like my Cricut, I've still got the box for that. So I'm going to put that in the middle. And then this should sit inside it, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to put our flowers here. So I'll put these back so I don't lose them. I've got several orphan dies that I've got to find out where they are going. That's a beautiful set. If you have a look in the online catalogue for that, Peace on Earth, I did a creative workshop with it, so I've had it for a while. But I haven't used it because I didn't think we were allowed to until the catalogue comes out. And I'm thinking I might put that on an angle. Okay, so that's yeah, I keep those small appliances and things, yeah. So let's see what we're going to be able to do with our... And I'm not worried if it goes over a bit. So looking at our extraordinary flora. We can pop these up so that, and I'll pop this one up so that it sits up above shortly. I actually wanted that big one, big rose, I think, in the middle. And we can put some leaves coming out. A little flower. Now, just remember these are all going to be popped up, so it'll look a little bit different. And this is the first time I've actually played with it, so it's hard picking them up. So I probably won't use all of them, that's for sure. So we might stick that green leaf out there. And that's my daisy, because I always feel daisies are white. So, how are we going so far? I think we'll start putting these down now and see what we can come up with. This was on his chair earlier on when I was... Oh, yes, he's back there. He's asleep. I'll show you when I come back up. So let's get some small dimensionals. For this, and we can pop some up. So I don't know whether I want that big one in the middle. Or the roses. Or I could put them there on each end. But at least if one's in the middle, then it fills up the middle part, doesn't it? So I think I'm going to stick with the roses. if I can put my hands on the paper, easily with that piece on earth, I'll do that tomorrow. So I'm going to have to change my time tomorrow. So I'll put that in the middle there. Only because I have to go and pick the keys up. So having it at 10:30 won't give me time to get down there and pick them up. So I'll probably do a late afternoon one. These little things stick to Suzie's fur. So he carries them all over the house. So we've just made it different by choosing to go with that sort of style piece frame. I've seen a lot of people use the circle. So I've got a bin down there. I'm not just throwing them on the floor. Okay, Kim, if you go, Tanya showed me this, and it makes it easier. If you put your lines down on your, then you've taken your sticky off. And then it's just a matter of sticking. That's a bit big, I think. Then it's just a matter of just putting your pokey tool in and lifting it up. So you go in at an angle like that and then just pick it up. Ooh, that's only just. So I'm being very gentle with them to put in our little daisy. So just flick them. That's what I do. I stick, see, and I didn't get that one. I just go in at an angle and lift. That picks them up. I think I'm going to put that one up there. I was going to put it down here. Small leaf. wonder how Tanya's going with her cold. I hope she's got feeling better. You can bet your bottom dollar that half of these I've missed. So that was a bit of a faux pas, wasn't it? No, it doesn't want to come off. Got stuck on the back of it. Oh, it's really stuck down. There we go. And pop that in there. And we have our little buds here. What have we got stuck? It's all right. Stuck a little bit. So now I'm going to put this leaf here. See if I can do the same trick again. Hey, bit of Suzie's fluff. I don't charge for that. So I'll pop that in there. And then I'm wondering, I've got another one too. So I wish I did. That's going to be too big. I might put that little leaf and then put a flower on top of it. I just might put this tiny little flower. Tell you what, I haven't done a bad job of picking up everything and putting it on there. There's not much left. I might put that. Don't do that. Sometimes they're just so fiddly, aren't they? Move that around a bit. Okay, I think we've got everything on there. I wish I could lose 10 pounds like that. I eat when I'm stressed. I don't not eat. And that is why. See, one of my smooshing pieces. So let's glue this down. You can always use the other side, as long as it hasn't gone through to the other side. I love this glue gun. Just so easy to get in little places. Now, we're playing with this one, aren't we? So, I said I wanted to do that sort of across like that. Just something different. Use a different angle. Now I'll take our big ones. Oops, took the paper and not the... I think it's actually easier. I think it's easier to do these ones by hand than mess around with the take your pick tool. Small ones are good, I can do those. One in the middle for good luck. So this is just going to give our flowers a little bit of dimension. And then decide which way you want to put it. So you can see a little bit of pink underneath. So it gives it a little bit of a border. So that's that done. And that will then go on our top here. We need the sentiment. It says for an extraordinary couple. Well, congratulations with love. Dear friend. So I'm wondering if all the best in... I've got one of these missing. Here it is. Found a home for it. This is what I do. I leave it around. Forget to put it back in its home. And then wonder why they're missing. I like this stamp. So, you like it, do you, Kim? That's nice. So I think I wanted to put all the best in your new adventure. I'll see, that could be that one. I want a long block. That isn't straight. I like to put them on the line and then just drop them so that they stay in shape. Still looks crooked to me. That looks better. So, you put on the front. Maybe congratulations on the front. So maybe it's a new job. How does that sound? I'd love to put one of those birds on there too. Let's put this on with some glue. Now remember, and I know I say this probably every time, put extra glue on when you're embossing because it spreads the fibres. So just a hope, in case there's anybody who hasn't watched me before, needs to know why you do that. So we're going to put this on the front. And this is why I use Tombow, because I don't do straight. So using Tombow gives me a little bit of a breather to get it in the right place. Okay, so there's our front. Now I need to, for this one, I love the scripted writing. So we now want to put our card nearly together. So I'm wanting a piece of white. So what am I going to do? I'm going to do strawberry slush first. I'm going to need it at 3 3/4. All it is there. And then I want it at 5 1/2. And then I'm going to cut this layer at 3 1/2. And these are all my normal size cards. And then I want it at 5 1/4. Now I learned something interesting about our cutting blade. Apparently it has 2 sides to it. Maybe I could show you an old one. Something I didn't know. A bit messy. So if you hold it up, you've got 2 sides to your blade. So you've got this side here and this side here. If you only go down, you're only using one side. So your blade will wear out quicker. So if you go up and down, then you're using both sides of your blade. And it's only, I don't know if you can see it. Sort of not, but if you have a look, if you've got a spare one. So the lady that I saw was really quite good, actually, explaining different things about our trimmers and that. So I find that quite interesting. If you only do it one way, then you're only using half of your blade. But when you go up and down, you use both sides, which is quite cool, I thought. I didn't know it about it. So just a little bit of information. So we're going to go here like that. But first we want to put our sentiment. So I think we'll put all the best in your new adventure. And that still doesn't look straight. I have to stamp it and see. So I'm going to use my secret seed, and you've probably heard it a million times. I just love this. I like the strawberry slush as well. That was a message come through for a house that we actually really wanted. And it was under contract. And the contract must have fallen through. Now I keep, oh, that's good. Now I keep getting messages to register for it. Well, I can't register for it because we'd taken something else. But it was one I would have really, really loved. So you never know what happens, hey? It's nice and clear. So we'll put our front there. Don't get any ink on you. And now I need to put something inside. And use a bit, well, it stamped okay on the other one. I mustn't have held my tongue that way. So that's a good idea. There we go, that's nice. Regarding the blade, yeah, it's something I wouldn't have thought of. So we're going to put this in here. There we go. So now we'll put this on our inside. Then that gives us a nice border around. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to glue this flower inside. Yeah, the blade. It's good. It was a good tip, I reckon. I'm going to stick this in here. That's our inside done. Now we want to do our congratulations. So I'm going to do it on a piece of white paper. And again, this stamp hasn't been, I should have done it with that one too, hasn't been used. I love this calligraphy. Or scripted writing, I should say. Now, oops, I need to clean my Stampin, and I need a banner for my congratulations. That one can go in the bin. So our congratulations. We need something to cut it out of. We're going to go to, if I can find it, I know I had it here because we used it. So I've probably buried it under something. Oh, stylish shapes. I think to be I go to this stylish shapes. It's can be used a lot of different ways. It won't fit that one, I know that. Okay, get that one in. Just. I can use that one, the longer one and the thinner one. I think that will be better. I'm so glad I bought those because they're an absolute fantastic set for just about everything. So I have to go down the shop today and get my tablets from the chemist and get my scripts off them because they keep them there. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Hi, Tanya. How are you feeling today? I hope you're feeling a little better. It's not nice when you get a cold or flu or anything like that, when you're not feeling the best. Okay, let's have a look at this now. I want a bow, but the only thing is, do I have oops, nearly dropped it. I do have a Blackberry Bliss bow, which will go nicely with our Blackberry Bliss. It's a bit flat. one's just one bow, and this is a double bow. And that's just one. So let's see what we can do. I'm going to, oh, Tanya, I don't think I'm going to get through it, honestly. It's just, a lot to do. I think that one might be a bit big. Let's have a look. If I never see packing again, I would be happy. Paul's at work all day, so the last thing he wants to do when he gets home at 7 o'clock or something, he's up at 4, is to start doing boxes. So it's such a big job. Be okay if I had someone to help me do a bit, but there isn't anybody. Everybody works. Now I've got to get this tiny bit through there. I don't want to pull it too tight. Come on, I know you're only a little bit. Just let me pick you up. I'm going to end up losing it off my finger. It's tighter than I would normally do it. Come on. Would you believe it's fraying on me while I'm trying to do it? Pull it tight. See how it's frayed? But we can deal with that as soon as I can get this. There we go, our 2 bows. Now we get it off this side, and we'll pull that other one down. I've got more on that side, haven't I? A little faffing around. Okay, we have a bow. Just a little bit of faffing around with it, and we've got it. Oh. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you for caring. It's lovely I've got all these ladies here on our stream, are all beautiful people. Now we want to a glue dot. How are you feeling, Tanya? You better? Oh, you're getting there. Okay, I've just seen that. So I'm thinking we could put our congratulations off to the side and then put our little bow there. Do you think we should put it on the top or the bottom? Oh, yeah, no. I know exactly what you're saying, Kim. I mean, although I put which room to go in, I don't itemise the things that are in there. So it might be the kitchen, but it, you know, it's got different things in. So what do you think? And we can put it up the top. But I think there's a bit more room at the bottom to do that. We could put that at the top and this down at the bottom. What do you think? Is the bow too big? Bottom, says Kim. I'm just seeing what a small bow. Rather than a double bow. Tanya says bottom. That was what I was thinking because there's more room there. Now, do you think we should use a single bow? I'll cut the ends off it. Could put it like that. What? With a single bow instead of a double bow. That's a single bow. Okay. And that's a double bow.
Unknown caller.
Oh, don't call me. I'm busy. Thank you. I'll ring you back when I've got time. So that's a single bow. Somebody's leaving me a message in the computer in the dining area is repeating the message. Could be the real estate. So what do you think? Single bow? Yeah, I'm thinking a single bow. Okay, I put a quote on this morning for a removalist, and I told him to ring. Oh, it is after 1, because I told him to ring me after 1. That's what he was doing. I'll give him a call back. I just want a quote on how much it's going to cost to get a removal truck, which I prefer, as to the boys doing it themselves. So I'll put that, and I'll put this up on dimensionals, I think, as well. I'll just apologise to him and tell me I was busy. He probably got my my message on my message bank. It's got, sorry I couldn't come to the phone. I'm having a bubble bath drinking champagne. So I get a few comments about it. I will bring you back as soon as I'm out of the bubble bath, sort of thing. So yeah, funny. I've had some funny ones over the years when I worked for Telstra in mobile net. So there's our little bow. Now we need some gems, don't we? That's not, where's our in colour gems? I think those are too big. These are in colour gems. So we haven't got the blackberry slush, but we've got the pink, which is strawberry slush. We've got those ones. Okay. And of course we'll put some sparkles on there. So we got these 3. So 1, 2, or 3. So do you want to let me know in the comments which ones you'll think would be? Yeah. I've had it on there for years. Probably think I'm still stuck in a bubble bath. I think I'd be a prune by now. Yeah, they are. Well, my oldest is 54 and Shane's 50, but they've both got crooked backs. Paul used to be an arborist and cut down trees. He was like a little monkey. He'd get to the top of a big palm tree. You vote for 3, Tanya votes for 2. So his back's no good. And my other son, thanks to the people that attacked him, has now got problems with his back. 2. Come on, girls. 2 3s. 2 2s. That's funny. So 2 and 3. So either of these pink ones. Do I have to decide? Do I in the end? It does, doesn't it, Kim? And I'm actually going to go for number 2. That's got the strawberry slush in it, I think. Yes, strawberry slush, pink gems. So there we go. Yeah, I've usually used a removalist, except for this last time when I moved here. My son and some friends all got together and moved me. So it only took us, my girlfriend's husband did the packing, and strawberry slush and pretty in pink. Between them, they did it. My girlfriend's husband packed, and my God, you wouldn't have got a slither of paper in between everything. He packed it that well that you couldn't get anything else in. I'm going to put that there. So yeah, so that was great. It's just the money's a bit tight this time because everything happened so fast. We weren't really ready to move. We were just looking to see what was around. And I'll put that one up there. So but I was told that was the house, so it was really, I was driving away from the house and a little voice inside my head said, "You've got this." And sure enough, we did. So somebody was telling me it was the right decision to do it. I'll do that. Instead of messing around. Money is always the key, yeah, for sure. I know. This one I sent a message to. We used to use them at work. Bit of the ribbon. We used to use them at work, up with pensioners, and they're apparently really, really good people to use. So I'm going to see what they're like. So we'll just put a bit of on the flowers, bit of our wink, and you'll notice I always use it. I'll put a little bit on these white flowers. So it's a fun suite to have this extraordinary florals. So there we go. Just something a little bit different. Oh, put some wink on there. And I noticed I haven't done the centre. And that looks like a little bit of red that I missed. And they always dry lighter than what they are. So there we go. Another one flying by the seat of my pants. So I'm quite happy the way that turned out. So we've got that one. We've got our prairie grass. And then we've got our leaves. This one I did last week. It's the pear one. So that's what we've done so far. So we did that one, and that one. Oh, that's that other one that we did. So, not sure what's going to happen. Let me come up the top so I can talk to you. Okay, so tomorrow, I don't know whether I'll get live in tomorrow and Friday, depending on what happens. So if I do, I'll, for my granddaughter, yeah, put 21 on there. My son always says he's 21. Thank you, ladies. And thank you for being there for each other and also helping me make the card. I always appreciate your input on cards. So I'm going to go down the shops now and get my tablets and whatever else I've got to do. Can't remember. I know something else. So have a fabulous day, and thank you so much. I really appreciate everyone that comes in. So I'll let you know if I'm on tomorrow. I've got to be at the real estate at 1 o'clock. So I probably have to leave here by 12ish or something. All right, have a fabulous day. If you're driving, please be careful on the roads, because there are some terrible people out there that do horrible things like hit and runs. And there's a lady up at Caboolture had a hit and run, like he hit a car and then took off. So, please be careful. And with anything else, take care. All right. See you when I see you. I'll let you know. Okay? Take care. Bye.